Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you today about the top 3 reasons that you might be trying to lose weight, but you find that you're unable to. These are the top 3 reasons that I see in my clients and what they continue to struggle with over and over again as they go into trying to lose weight, trying to practice a healthy lifestyle. The first one is deprivation. Um, I hear this often. You may have said it yourself. My week is so good, but then I lose control on the weekends, or everything just kind of falls apart on the weekends. Or you can switch out week for day. I do really great throughout the day, but then the evenings are the worst. It can even be a longer time period than that. Could be like, I can go really good for 2 weeks and then everything kind of falls apart after that. Well, what happens in that is that they are in a cycle where they overeat, and generally the overeating creates negative feelings. Somehow it's against what they have in their mind in regards of how they should be doing, what they should be doing, what they should look like, how they should feel, um, any sort of shoulds that come up. It's a negative feeling generally associated with that, whether it's shame, regret, frustration, loss of confidence in their ability to follow through. The negative feeling comes up. So with that negative feeling, they go into a restriction. That restriction can look like saying something like, I'm never going to eat sugar again, or all bread, I'm cutting it out, no carbs. Um, it could even look like something in the realm of, well, I'm going to now go run an extra 5K to burn off those calories. They are putting themselves in a place of restriction. At some point in that restriction, a deprivation feeling starts to come in. Feeling that they've worked so hard, that they've ran, an extra 5K, so I deserve this, whatever it might be, or a deprivation feeling of, I haven't eaten sugar all week, I haven't had anything to drink, my coworkers are going out for happy hour, so now I'm not going to just sit there and feel deprived. I'm going to hop in and enjoy the fun. Occasionally, that might look like, yeah, I'm going to hop in and join the fun, but occasionally, or maybe more often, what it looks like is now, since I've been bad by hopping off of my restriction plan, I might as well keep going because I can't get any worse. And so that deprivation feeling then turns back into overeating and, in most cases, what we would consider a binge. So, what you can do to offset this is watching for those places that there might be too much restriction and during what you would consider your on time. So, in this case, it might be during the week, during the day. That might lead to the feeling of deprivation that when you're on your off time, when you feel like you can let your guard down or whatever, that you don't go headlong into a binge. The second one is blood sugar control. Oftentimes, we take in something to eat that will spike our blood sugar and maybe be satiating in the moment, but ends up not being satiating over time. And not only not satiating, but drops our blood sugar level, to where we're searching for another hit of energy. So essentially, eating foods that spike and drop your blood sugar levels. Most of the time, this is going to be an ultra processed food, something that contains high amounts of sugar in it, or some variation of sugar. For example, Flour might not taste like sugar, but it has that sugar response where it's going to bring your blood sugar up and drop it back down. So think about any sort of processed food, chips, crackers, granola bars, candies, cookies, baked goods, pastas, that can have that effect. Also, when people go to eat them, they tend to eat more than a serving's worth. So a serving's worth of any of those kind of foods would be what you can fit in a cupped handful, or approximately a quarter of a cup. The offset to that is starting all of your meals with protein. So think protein first. Even if you're going to go for a snack, make that snack maybe switching out something that might be like chips or crackers for a hard-boiled egg, some chicken salad, some lentils, something that's easy and convenient, beef jerky, uh, tuna salad, just something easy, convenient, something you can grab and go as easily as you can grab chips, crackers, cookies, or whatever, grab and go. This will help bring your satiation as well as blood sugar in line, stopping that roller coaster of eat food, get an energy spike, get a drop, search for more food. We're not looking for anything but that nice even line in your appetite. The third thing is food being used as a coping mechanism. This one is the hardest one to undo in terms of a habit around trying to come up with healthy lifestyle. Food or drink as an instant release or quick fix for stressors, boredom, distraction, etc. So oftentimes we're so stressed in our days that we don't feel like we have time to sit down and say, like, meditate or go to the spa and sit in the sauna or hot tub, something that are very obvious stress releasers. So they're very obvious stress releasers, but they also require potentially special equipment, time, in certain cases, money. So what we're looking to do is find and cultivate nourishing practices that bring you energy throughout your day. So as you're finding those practices, you're going to think about it as you're just picking up little pieces to acquire a bigger piece versus waiting for that big piece payoff. A big piece payoff may be something like a massage or a weekend away. But what we're looking for is day-to-day energy boosters that aren't things that come outside of us, like coffee or energy drinks or sugary foods. We're looking for those things that give us energy in the moment, and it might feel like a small little hit, but it's something that you're going to just continue to acquire and build up a bank. So when you come to that moment that you're feeling like you need to release stress, you're not turning to food as a quick fix. You're turning to some other coping mechanisms to help you get through the day. As a bare minimum and a great base and a place that there's plenty of people that can work on is sleep. Trying to get a solid 7 to 9 hours, going for that sleep quality as well as quantity. Water intake, constantly being hydrated. Movement, so whether that be a 15-minute walk on your lunch break or a full-on hour class workout, finding some consistent movement every single day. Start small, build from there. And then quiet time. I find that quiet time is definitely the one that we are going to be most likely to push to the side and not take, yet it is potentially the most impactful. So that quiet time could look like meditation. It could look like a breathing practice, even 3 to 5 deep breaths in a moment. It could look like going on a walk by yourself. It can look like setting your phone down, turning off the TV, putting media away for just a few minutes to give yourself a little bit of time for self-reflection. And maybe it will build in some aha moments around why you might want to be turning to food when it's going to be more beneficial to be turning to another nourishing act or habit. So these are the 3 things that people struggle with most. Starting slow, hopping into any one of these 3 things, they can get to be pretty deep practices once you start working on them. So today, the best spot to start is choose the one that's most appealing to you. Find one thing you can do today and practice that thing today, and then make that same choice tomorrow.